Hello, and welcome to Cosmological Arguments. I'm your host, John Bannan. The argument from possibility. The argument from possibility proves the existence of God by demonstrating that physical reality in the cosmos must ultimately derive from an uncaused creator reality with the greatest intelligence possible we call God. An uncaused creator reality must be real because the cosmos cannot come from nothing. If the cosmos came from nothing, then nothing would still be the case, because something cannot come from nothing. In order for nothing not to be the case, then something indestructible must always be the case, and only that which is without parts is indestructible, because destruction is the dissociation of parts. Only an uncaused reality is without parts because there is no causal explanation for an uncaused reality without parts to supply a causal explanation. Therefore, the indestructible reality that must always be the case must be an uncaused reality. All physical reality in the cosmos is made of parts and therefore caused by those parts. Because all physical reality is caused, then the cause of physical reality must ultimately be this indestructible, uncaused creator reality. Because this uncaused creator reality is not made of parts, then the decision on the creation of physical reality cannot be predicated on the working of parts. This uncaused creator reality must be capable of creating any physical reality that is logically possible, because without parts, there is no causal chain of parts necessitating one creation of physical reality over another. Because there is no causal chain necessitating the creation of any particular physical reality, then this uncaused creator reality must be free to choose to create physical reality. Because this uncaused creator reality is free to choose to create physical reality, then it must know of all logically possible creations in order to choose. Intelligence requires knowledge of the possible. This uncaused creator, having knowledge of all that is logically possible for physical reality, must have the greatest intelligence possible. We call this uncaused creator with the greatest intelligence possible God. What this argument is saying is that there must be an uncaused reality. Uh, The reason is because all physical reality is caused. All physical reality is made of parts. Even the parts are made of parts. And things that are composites made of parts are caused by those parts. Therefore, all things in physical reality are caused. Um, so, because you can't get something from nothing, then the cause of all physical reality can't be nothing, and so it has to be something that is uncaused, something that always exists. Because if it didn't always exist, then you would have nothing, at least at some point, and then you wouldn't have anything at all. And nothingness would still be the case if that were true. So so reality must have an uncaused creator of physical reality. Now, this uncaused creator, because it's uncaused, cannot be made of parts. Otherwise, it would be caused by those parts. So you're talking about an uncaused creator reality with no parts, not made of parts. Well, because it's not made of parts, then it can't have an inner workings of parts. It can't be a mechanism of any sort because mechanisms require parts. And because there are no parts in this uncaused reality, then there is nothing necessitating in a causal chain that one physical reality is created and not another. But nonetheless, because this uncaused reality must be real and it must have the ability to create physical reality, but without parts, that means it must nonetheless have the ability to choose what gets created. But without parts, creating a causal chain telling it what it has to create. So, without parts, it must be free to choose whatever it wants to choose in order when it creates physical reality, if it creates physical reality, which it has, obviously. So, in order to choose what physical reality gets created, it must know what physical realities are possible. You can't choose to create something if you don't have knowledge of the thing you're choosing to create. So it must have knowledge of all logical possible creations for physical reality. And intelligence requires knowledge of the possible. Intelligent beings are intelligent for one reason, because they can see the possible. So, because this uncaused creator has knowledge of the possible, it must be intelligent. And because it has freedom to choose what to create and what not to create out of the possible that it knows of, it has to be an intelligent creator. Not only that, because it has to have knowledge of everything that is logically possible in physical creation, it must have knowledge of all possibilities for physical creation. It has knowledge of everything that is logically possible in physical reality. That's the greatest intelligence there is. For an intelligence to know everything that is logically possible for physical reality is the greatest intelligence possible, far greater than a human's intelligence. So, uh, this cosmological argument uh, proves an uncaused creator who also has the greatest intelligence possible, and that we call God. You want to use a symbol for this argument, I would use this. This represents the uncaused creator reality. And this is a focusing on a particular creation, but having knowledge of the possibilities of creation. It's sort of like the focusing of the lens of an eye. That sort of knowledge and intelligence focusing on a particular creation, a choice. Um, okay, this is a tremendous cosmological argument. It proves the existence of an uncaused creator, and it also proves that that creator must be intelligent and have the greatest intelligence that is possible. Well, that's God. So I hope you enjoyed this argument, and take care.